KU on the Record is back. And this is our branch where we talk about anything and everything. And I'm your host, Alina.
And I'm your co-host, Kun.
How was your summer?
My summer was eventful. There was a lot of things. But the only thing that I can remember during my summer break was how hot it was. It was very, very, very hot.
It's still hot though.
Yes, it is still hot, but it's getting better, I think.
I don't know. I'm from mountain country. I came the whole summer. It was perfect weather with a light breeze.
Right.
And then I came and I'm sweating every day. Like I'm sweating now. Like you can see it here. You see, like you think it's glass skin, but it's oil.
Even with the air conditioner.
Yes.
So, we have a guest today in our podcast. Ta-da! Please introduce yourself to the camera.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Heaven, and I come from Malaysia and currently studying chemical engineering, double majoring in international studies at Korea University. So this is my third year here. Yes, it has been 3 full years in Korea, and happy to talk with this beautiful host that I have here.
Thank you.
And yes.
Okay, so Alina, what is our topic today?
So for today, topic is Chuseok. Cause soon in September there's major holiday in Korea, the harvest holiday, and it's Chuseok. And a little background is harvest holiday. Usually Koreans they get 3 vacation days. Is it true?
We hope for more, but I think it's more or less 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they go to their family, they spend quality time with them, and they enjoy food and their free time.
Right.
And my question is, how was your experience with Chuseok in Korea?
Well, for me, I actually did not celebrate that many Chuseok because I grew up abroad. And well, in my family, we didn't really feel the need to celebrate Chuseok abroad. It was, if anything, we just, went out as a family, have some, we go out to a restaurant, have some food and come back home. But for the past few years when I was in Korea, we actually did celebrate Chuseok. It's pretty much the same thing, you prepare food, you celebrate with family, you play games, you just gather together, it's a very nice family time, everyone gets together.
Yeah. What's your experience?
So I'm not Korean, so I just get free holidays. That's so hard because in Korea, they don't give you holidays.
Right.
So this extra 3 days, usually we would just, go out for a vacation. So we have something planned, right? We're going to Lotte World.
Yes.
So
Wow.
I hope that goes well. And yeah, so just with friends, I think it's so different. But, I'm so thankful that there is something. Yeah.
That's nice. You guys are going to Lotte World this Chuseok.
Yes.
No.
I have this, bad luck with Lotte World that every time I plan to go to Lotte World, I never go. Due to certain circumstances, but I hope we'll go.
I hope we'll go.
And my experience of Chuseok in Korea was not there. I usually sleep and sleep 12, 13 hours.
Wow.
I sleep a lot. Yes.
12, 13 hours?
Yes.
Don't judge it.
It's okay.
And
But you do wake up, right? Okay.
and my real Chuseok experience was back in Kyrgyzstan when I learned Korean language. And in that center where we learned, there's Korean teachers,
Wow.
and they prepared us songpyeon,
Wow.
kimbap, self-made kimbap.
Wow.
And then it was totally free. And every Chuseok for me, I learned it for 3 years. 3 times, it was such a happy time for me.
Wow.
I'm I'm gonna get free food.
Actually, while I was studying Korean language, our lecturer just brought out some films and we were wearing hanbok and everything. And we played this Yunori as well.
Oh, right, right.
That was really
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Is there any like similar holiday in Malaysia that's similar to Chuseok?
Yes, we do have one. It's called Pesta Keamatan, and that is when they would celebrate the rice harvest. And this is done in East Malaysia, which is a minority in Malaysia.
Are you from there?
I'm from West Malaysia. Yeah, West Malaysia. It's the main races are Malay, Chinese, and Indian. So if you guys don't know, Malaysia is a multicultural country. So we have 3 main races and other indigenous people as well.
Right.
So this festival is celebrated by the indigenous people in Malaysia.
So, yeah, what do you do? Like, how do you celebrate it?
Honestly, I don't know much about this festival actually, but usually they would just gather at house and drink. There's something called arak. Arak is a type of alcohol. Yeah. So it is really good apparently, and yeah, we just gather and eat good food.
Wow.
And when is it?
It's usually in the month of June. So it's either end of May or beginning of June.
Like, just like how Chuseok is a very big holiday in Korea, what is a major holiday that you celebrate back home?
Yes, so as I told you just now, right, we have 3 major races in Malaysia. So Malay, Chinese, and Indian. All of them have their own celebrations going on.
Right.
And the best part of being in a multicultural country is that we just get holidays for everything. So,
Wow.
the major ones include Hari Raya, the celebrated by Malays, Chinese New Year by Chinese, and Deepavali by Indians.
Wow.
So yes.
I think that's something we should bring to Korea, where we celebrate holidays of different races, and we just get holidays all year throughout.
I was surprised that in Korea, like all holidays, like New Year, Seollal, Chuseok is just 3 days. Because for my country as well, for New Year, we get 3 weeks of holiday.
Oh.
From like December 27th, 26th until January 14th.
Wow.
Nobody works.
Wow.
And if you're sick those days, you better be not sick.
Because like I grew up in the Philippines, right? And there's something in the Philippines. The Philippines is a Catholic country, so majority of the people there are Catholic, and for Catholics, a major holiday would be Christmas, right?
Yeah.
The birth of Christ. And in the Philippines, the funny thing is we start preparing for Christmas from September.
Oh.
So because it's a Burr month, so September, October, November, December, everywhere you go around the Philippines, they'll be selling Christmas decorations. In the malls, there are Christmas decorations, Christmas songs playing from September all the way to December.
I think that's bad business idea.
That's
Like
it.
business.
Capitalism.
Could be.
Okay, so when like your all holidays like Indian, Chinese, and then Malay, they come together. Like, do they come together? And when it happens, like, how long is the holiday?
So there is gonna be a year like 2030 where Hari Raya and Chinese New Year are gonna be on the same date, I guess.
Oh.
So that's gonna be fun, I guess, because we're gonna get like 2 weeks of holiday.
Wow.
And everyone is waiting for that.
So if it's same day, they're not gonna give just 1 week. They're gonna give 2 weeks.
Sort of, yes. I mean, 1 week supposedly, but I guess I guess so.
Wow. That's nice. You know, they double up on it instead of...
Do you want to bring any like Korean Chuseok traditions to Malaysia?
Yeah, maybe like eating songpyeon, because I really like songpyeon, and it's something that we could bring to Malaysia. Maybe not the traffic jam. That is.
The traffic is crazy here.
Even in Malaysia, like every major festival, it's just traffic jam.
Right.
But the thing is, we have expressways and highways, right? And the toll is free, so you don't pay anything.
The toll is free.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
To
That is nice.
alleviate the traffic jam.
Oh.
And because the petrol is very cheap in Malaysia, it's 400 or 500 won per liter.
I want to live in Malaysia.
So I like people just drive back home.
Wow. Your country is
Wow.
amazing. And there's Bali as well.
Bali's in Indonesia. This is not. This should be part of the video. You cannot cut this out, please.
Okay, let me explain myself.
Okay, go.
Yesterday I met Heaven and he gave me this fridge like badges pins
The magnets, yeah, right.
magnets, and there was Bali written on it. And then I think I assume
I went there for a holiday.
Oh, okay. You're good, right? Because he's Malaysian and he gave you a fridge magnet that said Bali, so maybe he got it from.
no, because I know that Bali is Indonesia. I just forgot.
Okay. How about you, Alina? Do you have any major holidays that you celebrate back home?
Yeah, but it's usually on spring.
What is it?
We celebrate, so it's Kyrgyz or like Turkish New Year. It's called Navruz, and it's beginning of spring, basically. Because for us, New Year, it's spring. And we get like, I think 3 days as well.
3 days.
Holidays.
Oh.
I don't know why. I think because of colonization, but we celebrate New Year more, like December of 31st, and our like initials holiday celebrated only 3 days, and we do eat like food.
Yeah.
Do you have a separate calendar? Like, you know how, for example, Solnal or Chuseok is on August 15th of the lunar calendar, right? So do you have another calendar that you use back home?
It's always like
It's always on the same day of the solar calendar. What day is it on?
It's March 21st.
Oh.
I don't know why. Probably it was lunar calendar, and we got rid of it back then. But it could be misinformation.
It could be misinformation. Oh, so you just gather together and you eat food, and
Yes.
what kind of food do you eat?
So usually, so our history is that back then we were really poor, and mothers to make their child feel less hungry, they made out of wheat something called sumuluk. Like you just boil wheat for 12 or 13 hours.
Wow.
And according to legend, they put stones in it and they put everything. She sold it, the mother, and then there was sumuluk. And when the kids there like woke up in the morning, she was like, "Oh, this is spring day, and then you can eat this." And then every year we do the sumuluk, but because it's 21st century, nobody does it, so we buy it.
Oh, you buy it.
And people make it for actually 12, 13 hours.
Wow.
It is really a long process.
Wait, so just you take out the stones, right, before you eat it? Okay. Yeah. I was just making sure, because you said you put the stones in, but you didn't mention anything. You didn't say anything about putting the stones out. So I was just curious, like, what happened to the stones?
Maybe that's why it's called stone.
And I don't think they put stones right now. I think they put something else, but I don't know what.
So is it sweet or salt?
It's kind of sweet, but at the same time, you know, like peanut butter, it tastes something similar.
Oh, wow.
And you're supposed to eat it with your
pinky.
pinky.
Oh, so it's like a jam paste kind of thing?
Yes. Next question is, do you have any childhood memories about this holidays, like major holidays in your country? Maybe Chuseok?
Yeah, so actually, like we gather around and have good food because like in Malaysia, like it's known as a food paradise, and we have we have like three main races, right? So Indian, Malay, and Chinese. So all of them have great food, and they just bring in. And when we were eating that great food, something happened. So actually, while my mom was cooking, I was 6 years old, I think. But while my mom was cooking, I kind of climbed over the gate of this house. So then I kind of fell down, and they had to bring me to the hospital because I was unconscious.
What about you?
I most of my holiday memories are about holidays that are mostly celebrated in the Philippines because I grew up in the Philippines, so naturally I celebrated Filipino holidays, and I just love how they celebrate New Year's in the Philippines because that whole season, like the Christmas New Year's season, Philippines goes crazy. Like, okay, so on New Year's, they have fireworks. And it's not just any kind of fireworks. The whole city of Manila is covered with fireworks. It looks amazing. Like, you cannot sleep on New Year's Eve. You just can't sleep because of the fireworks and all the sounds and everything, but it looks amazing. It's
Like my whole childhood. So imagine the street that I was living on,
Right.
and then every our neighbor they were like doing fireworks and everything, and then my family was like, "It's dangerous. You shouldn't go out."
right.
Because they every year they repeat a story how back in the 1990s, some of our relatives he got firework in his eyes.
Right.
He got blind, and
Right.
every year I'm like, okay, fireworks are.
Oh, I also did not realize how dangerous fireworks were because in the Philippines, it was like every year, it was just like an annual thing, It was New Year's, you do fireworks. New Year's, you do fireworks. And when I came to Korea, that was actually kind of a culture shock because I was so used to New Year's being a very big celebration, fireworks, parties, cakes and everything, people being happy and all that. But New Year's in Korea, I don't think there was any fireworks, or at least in Seoul, I wasn't able to see any fireworks in Seoul. All they did was do the bell, they rang the bell, and they went to sleep. And some people just sleep on New Year's Eve. But I heard like one big thing that they do here is they wake up early on New Year's Day to watch the sunrise, right?
Okay, for the next question is embarrassing stories.
Embarrassing stories.
Start with mine.
Okay.
Because it's about New Year as well. And during New Year, pre-New Year, we had these parties in school from like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. max. But it was still fun for me, like junior, like middle school, like last class in middle school. And I had a crush on this guy. And during these parties, there's this like slow dance song, and like everyone dances. And I wore like this pink dress. I was ready.
You were ready. Yeah, you were ready.
And then during this party, this guy, he kept continuing walking in this like hall, like just going round and round. And I was following like 5 meters.
You were following, going around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was stalking.
Okay.
Back then, I didn't know that it's talking.
Okay.
I was like, maybe he's looking for me.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
And then he walked really fast. He was really walking. He was walking, and then suddenly my friend, she stopped him, and she was like, you should invite that girl in a pink dress for a slow dance. And next to me, there's another girl in a pink dress. And then he was like, hey, I will invite her. And he invited this girl and not me. And I was like, oh my God. And I just stood there looking at how he dances with another girl. And I really hated her because she was also like, straight A+ student. And I was straight A+ student in the rivalry.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, what? Yeah, this is my embarrassing story.
You got the worst look.
Wow.
That's pretty weird.
Okay.
What about yours?
Embarrassing stories. Ooh. I can't think of an embarrassing story, but I do remember the moment when I realized Santa was not real. when I was a kid, right? Because as a kid, Santa is like a
Yeah.
is like a big thing. Santa, what else? The tooth fairy and all that, right? So as a kid, I believed in Santa because when I was younger, my parents would prepare gifts and all that, and they were like, "Oh, Santa came by." And one Christmas, before going to sleep, I had milk and cookies, and I think the milk was spoiled. It's gone bad, but I didn't know it. And I drank the milk, and I had some cookies, and I went to sleep. But in the middle of the night, I wasn't feeling so well because the milk was bad, right? And so I went out to go to the toilet, and that's when I saw my parents preparing the gifts, putting it. I was like, Santa is not real. Yeah, that's what the cookies and milk, they spoiled Christmas for me.
That's very American.
Oh yeah. Because I think in the Philippines, the way they celebrate the holidays is also very American. They're big on, I think also in the U.S. they're big on Christmas. They're big on the New Year's. They also have Thanksgiving and all the other holidays. So I think it's pretty similar how they celebrate it. Yeah. And yeah, my parents also, when I was younger, they would prepare gifts, they would wrap it, put it under the tree and all that. But I saw that, it wasn't even like they were near the tree. They were literally wrapping the gifts and putting it next to the tree. And I saw it, and I just stood there like, Santa's not real. Yeah, I remember that night, and yeah.
Well, you make me think about my little brother. He's 10, and he still thinks that Tooth Fairy exists. And when I was on holiday this vacation, he had his tooth get rid of from the dentist place, and he was like, we should keep it because Tooth Fairy will come at night. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. But sometimes I think he just lies to my mom to get
To get the money. That's smart.
I think, is he just not really smart, or he's too smart?
I think he's too smart. I mean, if he's 10 and
Actually, speaking of gifts, right? So in Malaysia, we don't really give gifts. I think it's like in Korea, you would give money.
Right. It's more money.
Yeah, we call it ang pao.
Ang pao.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we call it ang pao, and all of the races just give money in the packets. So the funny thing is, even the bands, they would customize the packets for each festival.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And that is so funny because we would withdraw fresh cash and from really new notes from bank, and we would give this packets. If it's red, it's for Chinese New Year. If it's green, it's for Raya. So we have this, customized packets, money packets.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
So that's the fun of getting money, and I would without my parents knowing, and I would be actually salty if someone gives me a very less amount of money. I'm like, you are not.
You'll check the name and
It's give me this. Oh, I'm not talking to you.
when you get the envelope, you kind of feel the thickness.
It's
kind of thin.
I ain't talking to you today. Hello, is enough. No, bye.
Oh wow. Speaking of Santa Claus as well, I believed in Santa Claus in my childhood, and I wrote letters to him, and I was not funny. So I was writing dear Santa Claus, I won this year, I was a good girl, and then I won this year A pluses.
A pluses to Santa.
Classes. And please let me finish this school with we have red diploma when we graduate school. I'm please let me get this red diploma when I graduate.
Is a red diploma for students with all A pluses?
Wow.
Wow.
And I
So,
wrote this each year
uh-huh.
since 5 years old.
And did it work?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Santa's real.
Santa's real for you then.
It wasn't a
Yeah. Santa was real.
I was
Maybe,
manifesting it.
maybe I should start writing letters to Santa for my university. Santa, save me, please.
At least.
Let me pass. I don't need no red diploma. Give me a diploma.
Okay, I think we can finish our today's podcast about Chuseok. And yeah, this was Heaven.
Yeah.
This was Kun.
And this was Alina. Yeah.
This has been such a great conversation. Don't forget to like,
Comment.
Subscribe.
yay!